Hello and welcome to Most Haunted. The building behind me dates back to the 1500s and is thought to have been built on a Roman settlement. With so much history, there's bound to have been many tragedies. With ghost stories, full apparitions and poltergeist activity, I just had to bring you to Dalston Hall. Lying 4 miles from the border city of Carlisle, our Cumbrian location has often shared in the bitter blood that has long since dominated the Anglo-Scots feud. Parts of the building can be dated back to around 1500, with members of the Dalston family living here until 1761. As well as claiming royal ancestry, the hall was a key base for the events that surrounded the English Civil War. A tempestuous past that much belies its modern-day role as a hotel.
This is border country, land of the border reivers. We're very, very close to Scotland, and this area has had a very turbulent history. In 1644, when Carlisle was laid siege to, this place became the headquarters of General Sir David Leslie, a very famous parliamentary general. If you can just imagine the hustle and bustle and euphoria that went on here in this building, especially when eventually Sir David Leslie actually took Carlisle for Parliament and Cromwell. It has passed backwards and forwards between England and Scotland. There has been much fighting and death and destruction on this site.
The baronial hall is the oldest part of the building and has seen many things during its history. Dark, ghostly shapes have been seen floating across the floor. A disembodied figure of a woman has also been seen walking up the stairs, and an entity described as a fog has been seen rising from the floor, along with the spectral image of a ghostly shape seen standing on the other side of the iron gate. One of the most common occurrences at Dalston Hall is candles being lit on their own, and up in the Minstrel's Gallery is no exception. A figure has also been seen walking between these two windows, and a lady in a Tudor dress has often been seen here.
Also on the staircase is a figure that's been seen, but only the bottom half of a lady wearing again what is believed to be a Tudor dress. Now personally, I'm not sure about these bottom half ghosts. I'm more interested in top half ghosts, because I believe that all of the emanations of ghosts actually come from the mind, from the brain, downwards rather than upwards. But it'd be very interesting to see what our mediums come up with later.
People rarely get a good night's sleep in room 4. Many people wake up absolutely terrified and have a feeling that they're being watched. Their clothes are often pulled or tugged, and drawers and windows are said to open all on their own. The figure of a lady has been seen sitting by the fireplace. She gets up and walks across the floor. It's no wonder that this room has gained the reputation as being the most haunted.
So all in all, we've got an extremely interesting place. We've got lots of different ghosts, but one of the things we don't know yet is who they are. So I have great expectations for later on tonight, where we may be able to find out who the ghosts of Dalston Hall really are.
Having meticulously studied Dalston Hall's reported phenomena, what does parapsychologist Kieran O'Keefe expect of our time in Cumbria? Kieran, here at Dalston Hall there's an awful lot of paranormal activity, supposedly in nearly all of the bedrooms. Many of them quite sort of aggressive, people feel uneasy. How are you going to cope with that this evening with so many rooms to cover?
I have to admit, I am very sceptical of these claims by eyewitnesses, merely because they are focused in the bedroom. Parapsychologists are aware of hypnagogic and hypnopompic states, which could cause these phenomena.
So what does that mean?
Hypnagogic and hypnopompic states are essentially the states in between sleeping and waking, either when you're going to sleep or in the morning when you're coming out of sleep. And at that particular state of mind, you're essentially half dreaming, half waking, and it can cause visual hallucinations, but often auditory hallucinations. And so it's no surprise to find that some of the phenomena is occurring actually in the bedroom when people are asleep, either waking up or going to sleep.
But one of the situations is many of the guests have actually woken up to find that their bed sheets have actually been taken off them and folded at the bottom of their beds. Now, surely that's not their imagination.
No, there is some of the phenomena that's in the bedroom that is a lot more compelling and certainly worthy of a lot more investigation. All I'm saying is that the majority of evidence from the bedrooms is focused on this in-between state, and we do have to be sceptical of it.
Both our psychics have travelled to our northern outpost separately and with no previous knowledge of their intended destination. But could Derek Acorah and David Wells successfully peel back the layers of time that still exist at Dalston Hall?
It's like as if there's the energies of two people very close to this big, well, fireplace. And it's a feeling of anger, resentment, pressure, and also, this is bizarre, even for me, I've got the energies of, or seemingly the energies of two women, and yet one female is not a female. Is not a female, is dressed like a female. And yet I'm picking up this feeling that comes here, and this is not coming from residual energy. This is movement of activity of a person that was wrongly accused. Because this female, I feel, in turn, lost her life. And someone was wrongly accused of doing this. What I want to say, and I want to say it very clearly, the master did this to this female. But I just feel as if with this female, I'm also picking up as if a struggle happened up on the higher levels. A struggle with these two.
Do you want to head on up towards there?
Can we?
Yeah, because then maybe you can pick up some more.
Yes,
Yeah?
okay.
Dating back 500 years, this part of Dalston Hall could very well have witnessed many turbulent times. But would Derek's revelations bear any relation to what David Wells had sensed earlier in the day?
I think the only thing I can sense is I'm being watched by someone from this balcony. It's a female figure.
Right.
She's presenting at the moment as your archetypal white lady.
Okay.
So hopefully get a bit more than that.
Yeah.
But certainly someone peering over, looking at us.
And location-wise, just to be specific, it's from this balcony?
Yeah.
Okay.
Above us, yeah.
Right.
With both psychics identifying a watchful female presence from up above, would their theory bear any foundation as we moved up to the minstrel gallery?
You see, as we're tracing up onto this level now, I feel as if what happened down there were struggles happening up here with these two and going right the way along towards that door. It seems so interesting to me that you've got the windows either side, haven't you?
Yes.
Now, I feel a lot of spiritual energy is going past those windows quite regularly. And I feel it's because of this struggle with these two, the lady and the man purporting to be a lady.
So these two windows here?
Yes.
Over the balcony?
Yes.
Right.
A man, a spirit man that walks here quite regularly. Thank you, Sam. Sam helped me with this. It's John Dalston. What was he? Is he active here? He's in visitation. Yes. Who? Thank you. John and Elizabeth. John and Elizabeth come together.
So they were husband and wife?
Were they husband and wife? Yes.
What year?
Oh
were they
gosh.
here?
What year, please? It looks like 15, 14, 15, 13. Oh, they're the figures that are placed there.
Can I ask about the couple? Because we came up here because of the struggle. that you were
Absolutely,
talking
yes.
about. Is this related to that particular family, or we're not
No.
clear on the names yet?
I don't feel it is, actually.
Okay.
There's one Dalston that's here that is not at all happy that we're here.
Which Dalston?
Which one, please? George Dalston. He causes, at times, and people don't know it, he causes certain things to happen within this big home. things going missing, noises audible, you know, like poltergeist stuff. On ground floor and up here.
Why wouldn't you want to see it?
I feel it's his personality, Ivy. His personality, yeah. This is what I'm saying here. As a family, there is a number of the Dalstons that come in visitation here.
Okay.
A number of them.
As well as its eclectic family past, one apparition that is regularly reported at Dalston is that of a Tudor lady who wanders between these two gallery windows. With Derek sensing a female losing her life here, would David also feel a similar occurrence?
She seems to be surveying. I just want to know why she's here particularly, because she seemed quite fixed to this particular run. It didn't seem as if she was all over the house, as some of them can be. I think... Okay, I'm just getting the images. She's kind of like... She's here. Hold on, love. She's here, and she's being pushed. She is being... It's almost like there's a struggle here, of which she's involved in.
Okay.
I think she may have ended up down there. But I'm trying to think. There's a male figure with her, and he's got his hands around her neck. He's strangling her.
Right.
He's strangling her. There's this tale of, I think it's infidelity. Telling her she's been unfaithful.
Despite its initial homely feel, we were beginning to wonder just how fearful Dalston Hall may prove to be. Worse still, this was the most haunted cruise base for the night. We were staying here, and some of us weren't in for a good night's sleep.
Is anyone on these stairs? Oh shit.
Our Cumbrian-based Dalston Hall was already providing us with apparent spiritual energies that transcended many centuries. Curiously, this property has been a hotel for 34 years, yet still regularly reports paranormal phenomena in more than one of its guest rooms.
We're in a bedroom here, as it is. But walking into this energy, okay, again, this is coming through from the residual energy. This area, okay, the way I'll describe it, there was untold torture in this area. It's like as if I get two brothers, two men angry at each other. And I also want to say about a little girl, there's a little spirit girl. And if I can, we go further up. Mm-hmm. And I feel, again, we've got a struggle here. And I feel a blaming, because the child lost her life. And it's accusations from one brother to the other about an explanation. How did my daughter die?
Do you feel that they were from the Dalston family, or do you think this is a totally different time period?
I feel it's a different time period. I don't know if I'm right with that, but I just feel that.
Before, maybe?
Before, yes.
Before.
Yes. And I feel there was a fight, there was a vicious fight. It didn't end here in this atmosphere. We have to go higher.
Come on then.
Okay? Oh. Okay,
Oh.
And the energies have led to here. And as we come up to this level now, these two brothers, they were brothers. I feel the older of the brothers got the younger brother and dragged him. I feel maybe semi-conscious to this area, this corner, because his energy seems to be coming back out at me as if he's slumped in this corner here. And his intent, he was so angry, he was pleading with his brother, saying, I did not kill her. She got infection now, here we go, infection, a disease, infection. And he wouldn't believe him. He would not believe him. And I know the other brother did attempt to use some kind of blade to impale him and missed somehow in the struggle as he slumped down. And then just in a rage of temper, because I feel he was very strong and he was, you know, his mind with anger, just picked at the body of his brother, his physical, and just threw it over without any remorse right there at that point. I know one of these brothers would be the name Robert. And I just asked for mental, and I saw Robert, D-E, Robert D. I can't pronounce that name. It looks like, and whether it's sounding like it, abacus, or something sounding like Robert D. Abacus, or sounding
Something
like that.
It's not clear. Okay.
Yes.
Any time period when this happened? Because you said it would have happened before the
Yes,
Dalstons
12.
were here.
Okay. I feel it would... Come on, put it in my mind, Sam, bless. 12. It looks like 8, 6. 12, 8, 6. I feel time period.
Okay.
Do you want to go back inside?
Yeah, okay.
A kindred spirit appears to be far from prominent at Dalston. Not knowing what was coming our way during the rest of the investigation, we switched our cameras to night vision and headed to the hall's most paranormally active room. Would this heighten the sense of apprehension?
This room, in my estimation, is very active. Very active with spiritual energy. And firstly, I would say I'm picking up the presence of a lady. A lady's energy comes in here. Lady Jane.
What's her surname?
Colston.
Colston.
It sounds like Colston. Colston.
Okay.
Right. And I'm picking up the energies of this lady walking through and shouting to it. Can you come up this way?
Yeah.
And shouting through into this area here. Oh, look at this.
Mm-hmm.
And we're walking into a bathroom. And yet, the feelings as I'm walking through, it's not a bathroom at all.
What was it?
This was definitely an area where children were.
Like a nursery?
Yes. I'm picking up this activity of a child around here. And it's like the child running round and doing this.
So there's just one child? Or are you picking up...
No, I feel there's one spirit child that's active, but in the residual energy there's a number of children that have...
As would have been in a nursery?
Yes.
And her connection to the children would have been what?
Most definitely mother.
Why is she still here and why does she want... I presume she's wanting attention.
I feel it's the manner in which the child lost its life which has kept the child grounded here.
It's not the same child that you picked up
No,
earlier with the...
separate.
Right. What time
Little
period
girl
would you
there.
put this nursery and the children in?
Probably around the 16th century.
As well as acknowledging the intense activity that is believed to exist within this room, Derek's reference to a juvenile presence echoes those of David Wells, who earlier had also spent time in this supposedly restful environment.
How many? I'm just trying to count up. I'm getting children, but I'm getting a specific number. I think he's saying 5 children. Is it 5 children? I think he's saying to me. And I'm getting a fire, not associated to this room particularly, but this side of the building possibly.
Okay.
And the children that died in the fire seem to be still playing around, still running around. I'm just asking, because you're going to ask me why just the children.
Yeah.
So I must be psychic. Why just the children? And it seems to me because it happened like at they give me a specific time between 6 and sort of 7 in the evening, and the children were the only ones in bed, and because it was so quick, they were the only ones that crossed
Right.
in that trauma. I mean, obviously the parents have crossed since, but the children died in trauma, so in essence they don't even know they've gone, so they're still playing.
Any idea of ages?
I think the youngest is probably as little as 2, and the oldest they've given me 10 to 12.
Right, okay.
They're not all related though. They don't seem to be all... Well, they are related, but not all brothers and sisters. It's what they're saying, so maybe cousins and things.
But in this area of the building?
This
not so
side of
much
the building, yeah.
Right.
Not necessarily just this room, but this area of the building.
Okay.
However, just when we thought that room 4 only housed a youthful presence, Derek is given one other spiritual energy.
There is one individual whose grounded spirit here is a man called Hubert. And he's, I feel, one of the negative ones that's on the higher floors. Hubert. He's also in attendance with him is Robert. I mentioned this Robert earlier.
Yeah, one of the brothers you mentioned,
Yes.
didn't you?
Now I feel these two. One, I feel is active and is grounded. The other, it's just like a playback of the terrible deed that happened. And it's unpreventable to stop these energies just going right the way through the house, really.
A family home for several centuries, it appears that both kind and cruel energies may still be in residence. And as we prepared for the night vigils, Dalston Hall would leave its latest occupants under no illusions as to what the night would hold.
Now I'm gonna go in there and see if there's anyone in there. And if there isn't, we get the fuck out of here.
Dalston Hall is all too familiar with the bloody battles that have taken place within a cavalry charge of its ancient walls. It appears that the conduct of some family members may not have been in keeping with these illustrious surroundings. But would nightfall signal an increase in any possible supernatural activity, despite a worrying premonition 24 hours earlier? Stuart summoned the courage to find out.
I'm not very comfortable being on my own because of what I'd witnessed. Well, I didn't witness because of what had happened to me last night when I was in bed. Now, unbeknown to me, the TV was flashing on and off.
The day before our investigation, Stuart and Carl had both begun the preparations that are required for filming to take place. For these two crew members, this had involved an additional overnight stay. Not an extraordinary occurrence in itself, but purposely sleeping in Dalston's 2 most notorious haunted rooms. And with just a locked-off camera for supporting evidence, the reputation of the hall turned into reality as soon as their heads hit the pillow. clearly disturbed by the footage that he had seen earlier in the day, Stuart decided to confront any fears that Dalston Hall had to offer. Unfortunately, he may have chosen the wrong environment in which to test his nerves.
Is there a spirit in this room that wishes to communicate with me? My name's Stuart. I'm not here to harm you in any way. I'm your friend. Please make yourself be known. Did you hear that? Did you hear that noise then? I did. It came from over that corner there. If there is someone in this room, please let yourself be known. Fuck me. Now I've just heard doors go in there and I've heard footsteps. No. Jesus Christ almighty. I saw a black shape go across the window on the inside. I think it was on the inside. Did you hear it again? That door. There must be a door over there. I'm gonna go in now and have a look, because I know that's what you want me to do, and I'm stupid enough in order to go and do something like that, so come on, let's go. Fucking hell, I thought I was locked in then for a minute. Fuck me. This is fucking awful, this is. So, what's this door? What is it? Where does it go? I couldn't tell you. It's the gents. No, that door's just opened. You heard that, because this would have picked it up on sound. Now I'm gonna go in there and see if there's anyone in there. And if there isn't, we're getting the fuck out of here. Hello? Hello? Jesus Christ. There's no one in this toilet at all apart from me. And just to prove to you, there you go. And there's no one, I'm hoping there's no one behind this door. Nope. So what does that tell you? There ain't no one here apart from me.
Although clearly unnerved, news of the apparent audio responses that Stuart had recorded meant that something may have been receptive to our appeals. With this in mind, Kieran led Derek, Alex and both Johns up to the eerie and claustrophobic tower and into bedroom 8.
Alex, you call out and I'll see if I can concentrate.
Okay, is there anyone here in this room with us? Or here in this tower? You don't necessarily have to be in this room, but maybe above us, beneath us, on the roof. If you are here with us, then please make your presence known. Can you move something for us? Make a noise? Touch one of us? Communicate with Derek?
Did you hear that?
Did you hear that?
Bump. Carry
You all
on.
heard that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Carry on, Alex. Go on.
Come on, you're doing really well. If you can do that again for us, that'd be great.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That
here's
was
the
the
second
second one.
outside.
Yeah.
Where are you hearing it?
Do you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Where did it come from?
Just in front of you.
Was it coming?
Shh. Come in. It's okay. It's alright. Come on.
We all going?
Quiet. Stand still. Speak out again.
Please, if you're still here with us, can you please let us know that you're still here? We just want to talk to you. Oh my god.
What?
What's wrong?
Come on, I've got you.
It sounded like someone, like, just heavy breathed, like when... Just here, that's what I don't know whether it's...
Close this again.
That isn't even on. It sounded like, it literally sounded like someone was stood right on my right hand side.
There's no drafts coming through there or anything.
No, there's nothing on the thermal imager to say that there's a draft coming through.
Please, if you're still here, sorry if I freaked out a bit. Just carry on talking to us, making a noise, and
Breathe in my ear, breathe in the microphone.
yeah, breathing the mic.
That's the
Did you
way.
just hear a bang again then? Or
Yeah,
was
but
it
that
me?
we were moving around.
We were
a few of us
moving,
shuffling
yeah.
around. So
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
big draft just came
Really?
straight across there, straight across your nose.
There's definitely no drafts.
No, I felt it. It came straight
Yeah.
between John and David, straight through there and hit me right in the middle of them.
Hmm.
is there anybody above us?
Our sensors were now on heightened alert as to what could be haunting these floors. But how much further would they go to prove their existence at Dalston Hall?
In every single investigation we've been in, I have never been that scared.
Cumbria's Dalston Hall was providing regular responses to our appeals for paranormal activity, particularly on the upper levels. Intrigued to see what the tower would offer to him, Carl decides to venture off alone, although still unsure if this winding staircase would prove to be tranquil or terrifying.
God, I'm not feeling too good in this room, I have to admit. I slept in here last night. And it feels worse in here now than it did then. Is anyone here? Not that I'm expecting there to be. Is there anyone in this room with me? The lady that's been seen? Dark entity? I wish you no harm. I come here with absolute respect for you. I just want to try to understand you. Understand you and what you do and what you are. She's gone cold. Whew. That's cold. Shit. Fuck me. Fuck me, someone's come up the fuck. Is that... What do I do? What do I do? Go to it, go to it, go. Are you... Are you there? Is someone on the stairs? It's freezing in here, absolutely freezing, crying out loud. I hope I got that noise. Let's go down first. I'm sure it came from upstairs. Is there anyone on the staircase? Fuck. Oh, fuck that. What the fuck is that? Oh, fuck me. Are you there? There's a door to the outside and it's locked. I am so scared. I am so scared. Why is this happening on my own? I'm on a spiral staircase in the middle of the night in a haunted castle. I'm hearing noises, I'm scared, I'm asking for more. Fuck me! Fuck me! Oh shit. Fuck me! Fuck me! Oh shit. Sorry. Is anyone on these stairs? Shh! Fuck that! Fuck it! Oh fucking... Fuck it. No way. No fucking way. Oh, fuck me. Something was definitely there. Against better judgment, I'm going to open the door. Oh, fuck. It opens so easily, it's like something's on the other side. Oh, fuck. Are you there? I can't keep running in and out of the fucking door. Sorry, I keep swearing. Coming from up there. Oh, come on, get brave. Come upstairs. Oh, it ends there. I really can't believe I actually shut the door on the ghost. They can't go somewhere.
Once again, the amount of auditory phenomena present in Dalston Hall gave us more cause for optimism. With time left for one last vigil, we simply had to explore the regular scene of apparitions and invisible physical forces. Stuart's room, bedroom number 4.
Can you do what you did last night to warn Stuart? Can you do it for us now? Can you turn the television on for us? Close one of the doors. Shut the drawers. Bang on the wall, just to let us know that you're here.
Can you move the glass?
Yeah.
Can you... What? I heard it.
What?
Wait, did I heard it? The glass.
I'm sorry, I was just scared.
The glass moved.
Having asked any spiritual presence to attempt to use her as a portal for movement, Kath clearly didn't expect an immediate response. And although not instantly detectable on this close-up, it appears that a subtle movement of either glass or table can be seen from my camera angle. But despite renewed appeals, that appeared to be the end of any strange occurrences. me. What? Say that again.
The bed's just moved.
Did it?
I've just got something on the bed.
What do you mean you've just got some?
No, I've just got something on the bed.
What?
It's a glass.
Pardon?
It's a glass.
Who put the glass there?
Did anyone put the glass up and put it in the bed?
No, I left it over there.
No!
Who was the last one touching it?
Kath.
Kath just took your finger off and walked
Well, she actually had. Did you have it and say, do you want to take
Do
the
you want me
glass?
to bring the glass?
Who was in the room? Who hadn't left the room?
Was it warm?
Cold.
You, Kieran, first, then you. then
John, Carl, Kath and me were the ones in here. And Carl said he felt the bed move, didn't you?
So that would have
Well,
been
it was like someone was lying on, when someone lies on a bed. Because I was touching the bed here, it felt like I just said who's moved the bed. Did no one just pick the glass up and pop it on there?
No, I certainly didn't.
No, because I was outside and walked out.
Oh.
Richard and me.
What do you think to that?
Kieran, I'm just going to put this back on the
Yeah.
table.
Try it again.
Can you be the last out, Kieran?
Yeah.
If that was you, can you do that again?
I'll do it to order.
The conclusion to our investigation had left us all a little perplexed. Having encountered several bumps and bangs earlier in the night, we were suddenly flooded with actual movement. This light anomaly was encouraging, but could the considerable movement of a glass prove to be substantial proof or the work of a trickster? Trust is an implicit part of every most haunted investigation, so perhaps this final occurrence will only add to the many mysteries that still exist at Dalston Hall.
Dalston Hall was fascinating for many different reasons. In Stuart's room, and also in Carl's, the TV came on the night before whilst there were locked off cameras in the rooms. In Carl's room, the camera was locked off and pointed at a particular area of the room where phenomena is said to have been reported. Now that's good investigative technique, but unfortunately it meant that we weren't able to pick up the TV with the remote next to it. In Stuart's room, the camera was positioned in such a way that we could tell the remote control was some distance from the television and that Stuart was completely asleep throughout the whole experience.
Of all the bits of footage I've seen, I don't think I've ever seen anything that is quite as spooky as that. To see him lying there, to see that television come on its own, and to know for definite that he did not roll over and lay on his remote. The remote was on the side of the bed, and then to see him wake up eventually, stare at the television, and then fumble for the changer and switch it off, and he remembers nothing about it. That to me was very convincing.
In one of the vigils in Stuart's bedroom, when everybody in the vigil were walking out of the room, the glass that was on the table appeared on the bed. Now we can't interpret this as paranormal phenomena, unfortunately, because there's no visual record of it. There's no camera pointing at the glass on the table and seeing if it is actually lifted up by some poltergeist. And it is quite possible that with the number of people that are in the room, somebody could have accidentally moved it, or just, if nobody was watching the table, maybe by some natural means, it merely rolled off. It's just very, very difficult to tell.
I don't think for 1 minute that anyone did that, because what we don't do on this programme is play pranks on each other. Because once we start doing that, in my opinion, we lose all credibility. And I don't know, I find it pretty damn good. All in all, it's been a fantastic 24 hours, wonderful place, and I can't wait to go back.
Once a noble but battle-weary family home, and now a hostelry. But how warm a welcome can you expect at Dalston Hall? Until next time, sleep tight.